Painted floating words in your eyes. I know you're making me if I didn't make it back. Now I'm coming home for some good loving. So take me back to LA. Take me back to LA. Oh. All right. Man. It's been a little minute since I've been live, but I don't know. I'm slowly getting a routine of doing things. You know, I'm kind of teaching myself this year not to be so hard on, being on top of certain things a certain way or getting things done a certain way, because I feel like there's like a big expectation of people wanting you to do that, like just work all the time. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I'm the type of person who wants to always find like a middle ground in how to go about things without having to overwork yourself or having to not live and enjoy your life. So I've just been trying my best to find like a middle ground with that, and so far it's been going kind of good. Just not learning not to be so hard on myself. But hey, just want to say thank y'all so much for pulling up. This is Lance at We Will Studios, and we will be doing an editing walkthrough per se. So recently I made a creative reel, that's what I call them, of like just some cool I just had a cool idea I got from listening to some music, and I put it all together. I put it on Instagram. You can follow us on Instagram at We Will Studios. And so yeah, first off, let's go ahead and look at what the edit is per se. So the first thing I'm going to show y'all is just it. I'm not going to play the music and everything because the music is copyrighted. But if y'all want to watch it for yourselves to like hear the music, the feel, everything like that, go ahead and check out our Instagram, and then everything will be planned out from there. So I'm gonna go ahead and mute this, but I'm going to show you guys what it looks like and everything. So boom. So like if you watched it on our Instagram, there's like a song, and I have everything popping up to like the beat of the song per se. And literally I don't know, like that's just literally what came to me as I was listening to the song, and I just really like that. And as I was putting it all together, I kind of wanted to like share a type of I don't know how to explain it, but it's kind of like a thing of like just wanting to show difficulties going on in life, stuff like that, kind of sort of. Hold on, my bad, y'all. But yeah, kind of like that. And then at the same time, just showing that regardless of all the ups and downs you're going through with whatever you're trying to do, sometimes you just got to keep trying to pick at it more and more just to see if things come to you eventually. And that's kind of like where I got the inspiration to do this from. So hey, it ended up coming out pretty good. Like I really like this video. Like if anything, this is one of my most favorite creative reels that I've made, because I don't know, it was just so fun to make, so cool, and I had just gotten some new lenses, so it was really cool to play with those as well. So I was just very happy with the whole process of making this thing, putting it all together, listening to the song over and over again. Like I'm letting y'all know, for most of the videos that I make where there's like music and it's going to the beat and stuff, I listen to that stuff like non-stop. But the thing is, after I listen to it, I don't be listening to it again for like a good little minute. I'm not even gonna lie to you, because it's like I'm so annoyed by hearing it while I'm editing and everything like that. It's just like at this point, man, I'm not even trying to listen to it for real. But yeah, so let's go ahead and get into it. So the first shot is me sitting at my desk. So as y'all can see, I got the room lit up very nice. It's 8:29 at night. Originally I had thought that I was gonna shoot this during the day, but I kind of had this whole feeling in my head that maybe it might be better at night. I wasn't trying to do it at night, but it just kind of happened that way. So basically I just have these lights up in here that I can change the color of and everything. I have this one on like a nice little orange and this one on a blue, and those colors mesh really well together. It makes this really nice like purple pinkish type vibe around the room, and that's literally what I be having my room set to, just so that I can just be concentrated. Work in my room is like a vibe per se. I just wanted to make sure I put that in here so people could like see that and feel that, if that makes sense. So also the reason why I'm so well lit in this shot is because, well, I also have a light right here that y'all can't see. It's hidden behind like one of the pillows on my bed, and it's shining on me, so I'm not dark. Because without that light, I would be dark. Like, y'all wouldn't even be able to see me. Like, I'm pretty sure I even have a shot where I'm like adjusting the light and everything like that. Yeah, see? Yeah. So like, boom, see, I'm over here, got the light, putting it up and everything like that. And boom, yeah. See, that's how I was able to get that nice little look on here. So the reason why, now mind you, this light right here, it's called the Aputure MC. You can get like one of these for like $90, and these things are literally amazing. Like, I use these things for everything. They're small, they're magnetic, bro. They have like a bunch of colors you can choose from, and they're small, so you can put them anywhere. They're easy to take places. Like I said, they got magnets on the back too, so you can literally put these things anywhere upside. Well, like, it doesn't matter. These things are amazing. I think I have like 2 of them. So yeah, I try to make sure I utilize my stuff as much as possible, even if it's just for a social media post. Just because it's like I started looking at these as just practice. You know, me being able to practice camera stuff as well as lighting stuff and audio stuff. Because I know if I'm able to make a commercial or a film or anything like that, I won't be able to usually use the music that I use in these because it's copyrighted, and I'm not trying to get no copyright strikes or claims or nothing like that. So yeah, I just kind of use these as an opportunity to, you know, practice stuff. So yeah, that's how I was able to put this here. I put my camera on the far side of the room. I had like a 24mm lens that I used, which is new. It's a Rokinon Cine lens, and that was like my first time using it. I wanted that wide type of shot. Like, I wanted the whole area to be filled, like, you know, be shown like that. So yeah, it ended up working out. Next shot, boom, me sitting here on the game. Now, the reason why I use this shot in this video is because I just love, like, one of the things I do to relax and, you know, kind of just take a break from working and stuff like that, I play FIFA. Now, mind you, to all the people out there that play FIFA, y'all understand the frustration that people may go through when you play the game. Now, the game ain't perfect. The game is not perfect at all. Far from perfect. Miles from perfect. 100,000 miles from perfect. But I love soccer. So this is just the best way for me to, you know, play it and actually feel like I'm cold, like Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi and all them. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, basically I just did the same thing. I wanted to get that side profile thing to show different types of places I be in, to kind of relax, think, and try to like work on things, I should say. So boom, here I am playing the game. This shot came out really nice. You know, I just set the camera up to the side. I put up like the quadrants where you can have the 3 quadrants in the middle or whatever, and I put myself right in the middle. Like, I made sure I lined myself up in each of these shots to make sure I was able to get that look, that feel, everything like that. So yeah, that came out really good. I was very happy with that. Next thing, the next shot. Now, the reason why I don't have another shot with the side profile, I'm not gonna lie, I forgot to get it. Because at this time I shot this, the sun was going down. I was in a rush that day. I was trying to get everything done that day. And literally, I only had so many shots. I had completely forgot about the side profile. But this shot ended up working anyway. I just ended up just getting a shot of the side of my head, just showing a different setting, a different location, a different feeling, and just wanted to show that. So, boom, got that. I just sat outside in my backyard because we got a porch and we got a chair and some stuff out there. I just sat there and everything like that. Now, mind you, another thing I want to disclaim is that you don't need to have the same type of camera that I do to pull out stuff like this. You don't. Like, literally, as long as you have the eye for what you want the shot to look like, you can make that work with an iPhone. You can make that work with a smaller camera. Like, honestly, I'm not joking. The thing about me, I'm a filmmaker. I own WeWill Studios, so it's like, okay, I gotta be able to make work that looks good. So that's the only thing. But if you want to just do this for yourself, you still can. So watching this, don't feel as though you need to have a cinema camera in order to make stuff like this work. You can definitely do that, especially with nowadays the iPhone 14, all that stuff like that, coming out with cameras that literally can shoot movies now, which is crazy. I mean, I ain't gonna do it. Yeah, I might, up for a challenge, I might, but still, just saying, don't feel like you have to have certain types of equipment in order to pull this stuff off, because you don't. You just gotta be creative. And before I even had the cameras that I do now, I shot everything on my phone. You can ask my friends from college. I had a dang stabilizer that held my phone, and I would literally put it on tripods, do whatever. Like, I'm serious. I made short films with my phone. I've done a lot with my phone. You can do a lot with your phone, bro. So, yeah, that's how I got this shot off. And yeah, next and final shot is this one right here where I'm sitting on I don't want to call it a couch. It's more like I don't know how to explain it. It's just a really cool seat. But yes, so this is where I just set the camera up, got a type profile, and I wanted to, and I kept the 24mm on. I kept the 24mm also on this one because I just wanted to get a sense of just wideness, taking in the environment, and kind of just showing how I'm deep in my thoughts. And when you're deep in your thoughts, you're small. Like, I kind of picture it as you being in a big open field trying to put things together, while whenever you're more focused in on something, it's kind of showing like, okay, you kind of are not lost in something, if that makes sense. So yeah, I just went to my condo. I went out there, set up the camera, and boom, got this really nice, cool shot with the sun was out, everything, man. Hey, the condo is beautiful, man. That's all I gotta say. So yes, now whenever I edit this, I just listen to the music. I was in band, so it's easy for me to, like put the beats and stuff like that together in a sense for them to work. Now, as you can see on here, I can't play the music because it's copyrighted, but the song had this yeah, doom doom, yeah, doom doom, yeah, doom doom doom, yeah. All right, so boom, it had this nice little burlesque, old school, nice little feel like that. Like I can't even explain it. You gotta watch the video if you haven't already. But literally, all Q. Thank you, Q. I appreciate you. Mwah. Anyway, shout out to Q, y'all. Everybody shout out to Q. So, literally, in this video, wait, what the heck? Okay, my bad. So anyway, in this video, that's what I was looking for. I like making videos and stuff like that where the video kind of works with the music in a way. Like, it's not just there for a feeling, it's there also to add more impact to what's being shown. So as you can see, boom, yeah, doom doom, yeah, doom doom, Yeah, yeah, dun, dun, dun. Yeah, I go through the strange kind of feeling, trying to find myself. Bro, I swear, bro. Ah, hey, I'm just saying, hey, this stuff was so fun to make. But that's literally what I did, and I wanted to find a new way of using horizontal videos. Usually, I shoot everything vertically, but after last year, I kind of just wanted to have a different challenge. I love shooting horizontal. I feel like it's a better way of presenting everything going on, and I know that today it's big on shooting everything vertically because of social media. This is that, and the third. And I'm not saying that I'm not going to ever use that, but I'm just saying when it comes to making creative things, I want to mainly shoot horizontal because I don't know. I just feel like it allows me to work easier with that rather than having to find a way to just force things in a small bracket. And then plus, whenever I was editing this, I even still have to find creative ways of using the horizontal videos so that it would fit in a vertical format. So it was very cool. So I was able to use the horizontal. All I did was just make them a slight bit smaller so all of them could fit on the screen. But man, they came out good. They came out really good. Next shot. This is probably my favorite shot out of all the shots that I got, bro. Like, look at that, man. That looks so cinematic and cool. So cinematic and cool. Like, I was so happy when I put this whole thing together. Because I was like, man, like, that just looked cool, bruh. Especially with, like, my computer screen doing this thing. The computer screen was doing the thing, too. Like, that came out so good, bruh. And yeah, oh yeah, I was on the phone with Q at that time too. But still, everything came out so good, bro. This is easily like my favorite shot that I've gotten out of all the shots. Well, it's up there. Let's just say that. I'm not going to say my most favorite. But still, this shot came out really good. I just put the camera behind me, had on a 24 so I get the vastness of the room. And I put me in that middle quadrant. So I'm at the center of the screen. That's something I definitely had to keep in mind whenever I was editing these because whenever it comes to filming things horizontal and you're putting them on a vertical format, you kind of have to zoom in order for it to fit the screen. However, since I was going to be using it in a unique, different way, I was like, hey, I feel like I can find a way to make this work, still have that expansion of the horizontalness but also still make it work, and I was able to by kind of just doing this. Another thing that I did with it was add, this is a adjustment clip right here where basically I put a let me see, I put a magic zoom on there. Now this is probably my most favorite effect on here. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Now, the reason why I love this effect so much is because of the fact that it's like I have a zoom, like a dolly zoom, but I don't have a dolly zoom. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm able to control how it zooms in on things without it pixelating or it getting all noisy or messed up and stuff. Now I'm gonna show you guys a shot of that just so you guys can see what I mean. Because right now I'm just getting together a bunch of cinematic shots that I took this month. Like, I'm gonna start doing that every month, just so I can, kind of have like a thing. But okay, so here we go. So as you can see, it's like that looks so like that looks so cool. And the thing is, it's like you don't need to have an expensive zoom dolly thing to achieve that. Like, I'm not saying it's gonna help you in every single situation, but I am saying you can still achieve a zoom in with your camera without needing really using your camera every time. So I was able to do that just with that thing. Now all I had to do, click it, I go into this, and then I just control everything from here. Like, it is so cool, it's so easy, and it's something you can definitely have fun with. Just to try and see how everything comes together. Like, I highly recommend getting it. It's free. You ain't even gotta pay for it. Like, it is so cool. I'll show you guys those cinematic shots probably at the end of the year. I mean, end of the month, just so you guys can see everything. But yes, I wanted that to be zooming in the whole time, so there was like a lot of movement. Another thing that I really kept in mind while making this was Kendrick Lamar and Baby Keem's Family Ties music video, where they just had stuff throwing up there, and there was so much to look at. Everything was moving. Like, oh my gosh, that stuff is so cool, bro. But literally, that's what I did. Like that, I did that, except in a more, I want to say, organized way, because they just had stuff throwing up there, but I wanted to kind of like make a grid out of everything so everything would fit in the screen. Because since they were shooting horizontal, they had more space. I don't. So it's like, hey, still got to make it work. So the next thing, I got a shot. Now, mind you, this whole scene is just showing details of the room, showing what's going on, everything like that. And that's kind of what I wanted to do. So since people aren't in there with me, I wanted to show certain things for them to kind of get an idea of what's going on, what to look at, what's the vibe of the room, everything like that, you know. So I ended up getting a picture of the notepad, because it's like, hey, I'm working on something, trying to get an idea, and it's hard for me to, like, this is the thing that I'm struggling on, right? That's one thing. The next thing, a shot of me just, you know, trying to figure it out, you know. I literally had the camera all up in my face, all up on the camera, all up on the notebook, whatever I had to, in order for it to work and come out this way. So this came out really nicely. I'm so happy with that. And then, of course, I don't know, I always, every time I shoot in my room, I like to incorporate this clock that I have in some way, shape, or form. That clock is so cool, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie, this is the coolest clock I've ever I ever had. So I always like to put that in videos, because it just catches people's attention. And lots of people always ask, like, oh my gosh, where you get that clock? Oh, that clock is so cool. This is that, and the third. So it was just really cool being able to, yeah, put that in there. But the only difference is I was able to use it in a way where I just fix up the framing, where I'm not just doing the standard, oh, just have a shot of the clock. Like, no, like, I think of other things. Like, I wanted to put it over here in the far left quadrant, just so, you know, people can look around still at other things, but the clock is like the main thing in the middle. But it's just something really cool to look at, and that's what I wanted to incorporate in this video. And then last and final, Discipline is Destiny is a book I'm reading. I just wanted to show that. And Payday, you know, just saying that's another thing that I'm working on. I just like to throw little Easter eggs and stuff like that, not only of just cool concepts, but also because of like stuff that I got going on in my life. And I feel like, you know, using these creative reels are a cool way of doing that. So literally, I just framed these things in a certain way to where they'd all fit in here in a nice little way. And, you know, just wanted to have people constantly looking around at stuff and paying attention to what's going on. Like I don't know, I just really like doing that, bro. So here we go. The next thing that I did was hold on, y'all, my bad. Oh, okay, never mind, something else. Okay, so boom, that was this whole scene right here. Came out really good. All right, and then mind you, this is all still going with the music. So the next scene was me playing FIFA. So, you know, got a picture of me. And the reason why I framed it like this is because I don't know if you guys know about this show called Mr. Robot. It's a show that I really love. Like, that's one of my favorite TV shows of all time. And literally, the cinematography and visuals of that show was one of the most amazing things about it. And I just always loved how they frame the actors and stuff like that in like the lower quadrants and stuff like that. Like, so people's eyes, yes, they're in focus, but at the same time they can pay attention to other things in the environment. And I don't know, I've always thought that looked so visually cool. So I just thought of this as a cool like opportunity to try that out. So boom, got a shot of that, got a shot of my controller and stuff like that. Got a shot of my eyes to show how focused I am on it. Got a shot at FIFA. Now, mind you, look at this, bro. Passed to Payet, trash behind, shot it, and he hit the post, bro. And it was perfect, because I did not film all of these at the same time at all. I did not film these at the same time. It just so happened to actually work. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, that happens a lot whenever I edit. Sometimes I just hope, like, I don't want to say I hope things work out. It's just they do. Like, you know, when you just randomly throw stuff up and then you're like, oh, that actually came out cooler than I thought. That's kind of just how it went. So, hey, like, the way that what is it, whenever my reaction up here, especially with how him missing the goal, and then I was able to react to that and do that at the same time, like, that was just so cool. I did not plan that. I literally just put them up, and the timing of it just worked, and it was just perfect. I didn't even film these at the same time. So, hey, that ended up working, and I just once again paid attention to certain details that I found that were important in the setting, my focus, the controls, what is being played, and what is being played from. That was just stuff I wanted to disclose. Next and last one, bro. Where? My bad, y'all. My granny called. I probably should put my phone on D&D. Anyway, next shot. I'm outside. You know, when you try to relax playing FIFA, but it just doesn't work out. So the next best thing is to just sit and wallow and just take in some fresh air. And I wanted to go for that wide shot as well. Kind of like similar to a shot that I did back in Death in a B&B, where my character Law was sitting out with my good friend Jake's character Brian, and we were just sitting out here. I really like that shot and the vastness of it, so I got that again. Except I also use another zoom thing. You see how it's slowly zooming out, because this shot was actually much wider than it looks. It's just more zoomed in, and it's just slowly zooming out. But at the same time, got a picture of certain things. Now, mind you, in this shot, I only had so much to work with. I think I was rushing to get as many shots as I could while the sun was up. So what I did was got a picture of me, my hands, my head at the beginning, as well as like some branches, like something just nature related, just to show what the vibe was outside. But literally I only had like 5 shots, and luckily I was able to find a way to make them all work. But yeah. So that's how that went. And then, boom, me getting up and everything. Now, that one I did time. Mainly just because of the fact that I saw how this went. And then I was like, oh, maybe I should do the same thing. Because, yeah, me getting up, perfect, man. That was so cool. I remember I was editing this with my girlfriend. And she was just watching. She was like, oh, my gosh, that looked cool. I was like, yo, that does look cool. So it was like, hey, man. But, hey, shout out to Q. Anyway, so yes, all this ended up working out perfectly right here. Just showing how sometimes when you got a lot going on, your thoughts aren't coming together. Sometimes the best thing to do is to take a break, relax, and try to go to a different place to think. Like, because I know sometimes being cooped up in one place all the time isn't going to always make your best ideas come to light. So it's like, okay, let's try to figure out another way of doing that. So a place that I'm going to start, that's going to be basically my new coming together of everything, is the new place that I'm moving into. And so I went over there, and I wanted to show certain details of it, not too much, but just me showing that I'm going over there and going to find inspiration over there instead. So boom, I got a shot of the light, because I really like the light that lights up the stairs. I really like that. These lights just light up dang near the whole common area, kind of, sort of. Like, it's weird how bright they are. It's kind of cool. But yeah, so I got a shot of that, got a shot of me going up the stairs, and then got a shot of me just sitting down here to work. Now, I wanted to show this in a montage way, because I had so many shots that I wanted to use. And originally, if I kept up this whole format of doing this, there is no way all the shots that I had would have fit on the screen. Like I would have had to cram everything in there, and I wasn't trying to do that. So I was like, okay, what's another cool, unique way of putting all these shots together without cramming them into one? And it was like, well, show them, but only briefly, but show them enough so people can understand what's going on. So boom, 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 boom. It was like able to make all of that work, and it came out so good. So basically, I wanted people's eyes to follow what was going on. So boom is the light, me going up the stairs, me sitting and working, me flicking the pen around, me writing, me more writing, and then the other three shots that I really like came up too. So it was like a kind of type montage, but not exactly. So whenever it got to these, like, I had to crop them out. I promise, all of these are much wider than they look. I just had to make it all work within the amount of space that I had. And yeah, they came out so nice, and I was very happy with it. I just used the cropping over here and cropped a lot of stuff down, but hey, was able to still make them work and keep them in a nice even format. And then we come to these shots right here. These, like, now my most favorite shot, like out other than the one at the beginning, was this one up here. Like, because I'm starting to learn more about what kind of makes shots cinematic and stuff like that. And a thing that I really like is how whenever there's things in the foreground, they kind of make the things in the background kind of have more depth. Like, it's a weird thing, but it works though. So I was like, okay, let me test this out. I put this little fake tree that I got, this one right here. I put this thing like in front of the camera a little bit, not too much, but a little bit. And I just focused on me. Look, bro, look at that shot, bro. Hold on, I'm gonna show y'all. Look at that shot, bro. Look at that. That's beautiful. Like, that came out so good, bro. Came out so good. I love that shot so much, man. And honestly, just the way even this one came out and this one, like, there's simple stuff, but at the same time, I just love how the lenses I use were able to pick up these details like that. I'm pretty sure in this one, the one on top, I used a 35 millimeter. This one I used a 85 millimeter, and this one I still use the 35, I think. So I just wanted to test out all the lenses to see, like, get a feel of what situations I would need them for in the future. But man, these shots all came out so good, and once again, I just placed them in a way so that they would work with the music and everything like that. And then coming to the finale, there's this big part at the end of the song. Mind you, the song is called Ahmad's Blues by, let me think. I gotta check. I can't believe I forgot the lady name, bro. Shame on me. Shame on me. Okay. The song is, okay, it's called Ahmad's Blues by Marlena Shah. Marlena Shah, Ahmad's Blues. And I just really like how at the end of the song, it has this big, like this thing that happens in a lot of, like, jazz type songs and stuff like that, where there's like a big music break that closes the song out. And I wanted to use that in some type of way. So I literally had I think I had an 85 millimeter on, and I placed it not too far from me, but since that can get like good distances and stuff like that, I was able to place myself in the middle, use the magic zoom to kind of zoom out, and then lead up to this shot right here. Now, the shot that I had in mind for this was I wanted the vastness, like, of the room to be shown. Like, I wanted to show this big white wall that's in the condo, and wanted to show, I don't know, just like text and stuff like that in a cool way. So I set up the camera all the way back, put on the 24 millimeter for this one, and literally, just had the song play in the background so that I was able to time when I turn up and stuff. And then I had the magic zoom on here going through the whole thing to slowly slow how more vast it is than what we see, and boom, it ended up working, and it was so perfect. So since I have all this open space, I was like, hey, might as well fill it with something. So this was the part that I actually had no idea what to put up here. I was so lost on what to put, because originally I was gonna put like Friday. I don't know, because in my past reels I've done that before, like just put the day of the week, or put some inspirational stuff like, hey, just keep keep focused, or I don't know, something like that. While I was editing this, my girlfriend was here, and she was like, I don't know, I don't think Friday works. I was like, okay, then what do you think? So she started coming up with stuff. We started trying stuff out, and they weren't working. But then she was like, what about perseverance? I was like, perseverance? Why would that work? Like, what you mean? And then she was like, look, because I have perseverance on my wall, which means steadfastness in doing something despite difficulty or delay in achieving success. And then I thought about it. I was like, oh, that's what's been going on this whole damn video, low key. So I put that up there, and I was like, that looked pretty good. So, hey, it all worked. That's all I gotta say. It all worked. And yeah, with the big music break and everything, it all accompanied the feeling of, finally achieving that success after you've been trying to get it, for a long period of time. But, it's always important to not stop trying, bro. So that's the whole point of this whole thing. Don't stop trying, no matter how hard it may seem to get there and stuff like that. It's always important to just keep trying and keep trying. Or in other words, hey, just keep perseverance, perseverance, that's important. Persistence is important in this type of stuff. So yeah, that's basically the whole video. Now the last thing I'll share with you guys before I go is going to be some cinematic shots that I've gotten already. Now mind you, every time I make a creative reel, I'm going to shoot these horizontally and just find some cool way of using them, just so that I can keep the vastness of what the shot is. I don't want to just shoot things twice. Like, that'd be a lot of work. But basically, this is going to be the film reel, well, the cinematic reel of everything so far. So I got this shot right here because that looks so good, and I put in black bars to make them even more cinematic because I love black bars, man. Hey, them things have saved my life so many times. So I got this shot too, and I also got a really cool a really cool vibe track on the bottom of it as well. That'll be going on par with everything. I'm not gonna show this thing until the end of the month, like till like the 31st of January. But hey, we halfway there, and I'm happy to have gotten some really cool shots so far, and just be able to make them all come together like this. And yeah, man, proud, man. I'm happy, and I'm glad that I've started to look at creative reels as an opportunity to just practice. Like, because I think more than anything, we need to continue practicing our skills in order for us to be better filmmakers, be better creatives, whatever. So being able to just create stuff just based off of music or a feeling is something really cool, and something that I feel like all of us as creatives should just practice on. Like, yes, it's not always going to come out the best, but at the same time, at least we're trying to, at least we're trying to learn a way to where we can get used to planning, get used to filming, get used to editing, whatever it is your field may be. But yeah, I just really love that, and just being able to make this reel come to life was amazing, and I'm just so happy with it. I'm gonna be dropping a new one this week with the song Please Do Not Lean by Daniel Caesar, because there's this part in the song I really like, so I'm gonna just find a way to make it work, because I'm not gonna lie, I'm still planning it. But yeah, so I just wanted to make this stream to show you guys how I was able to do that, and hopefully it helps you guys in some way, shape, or form. to do the same for your videos, your reels, whatever you got going. But hey, that's gonna conclude this video. Make sure you guys subscribe to We Will Studios on YouTube. Make sure you follow us on Instagram and follow us on Twitch as well. You know what I'm saying? Because there's gonna be more where this came from. So without further ado, this is Lance from We Will Studios. Thank you guys so much for watching. Shout out to Q. And last but not least, always remember, I will, you will, we will. All right. Peace.